Hi guys, I've got to tell you, I'm a bit annoyed right now. And I'm going to tell you why I'm annoyed. The reason why I'm annoyed is because last week I watched the 2-hour season finale of Smallville. And I hate that program to begin with, but now I hate it even more. I hated that. I don't understand what was happening, but I know it was horrible. Okay, so I'm going to go into the reasons why I hate Smallville. Okay, first off, number one. When it first started, I looked at the kind of premise of the program and I thought, okay, this is kind of cool. Maybe they'll finally make Superman the most unrelatable character in the history of comics. Maybe they will finally give him more of a human side, more of a reason to exist, and this will make Superman comics and the mythology of Superman more interesting in general. The whole other thing I hate about Superman, I do really hate Superman, is the fact that you can't hurt him. There's hardly anything that can. What's the point in having a Superman comic? You can't relate to him either. He has no human problems. He's an alien, and he can't ever die. That's not. It doesn't work as a comic. Okay. Well, it doesn't work nowadays. I mean, obviously it worked in the 40s, otherwise it wouldn't exist now. Anyway, not the point. The point is, I always thought that Smallville would be the thing which made Superman more human. And for the first season, yeah, it was. This is Clark Kent. He has superpowers. He goes to high school. It's horrible. High school's horrible. Everyone knows this. Everyone knows high school. Even people who don't go to high school know that high school is horrible because it's on TV all the time. So, we have Clark Kent. He's a high school student. He has the miseries of being a teenage boy. And then, as the series progresses, because you've taken the series out of its original premise, Clark Kent in high school, and moved it into Clark Kent maybe gets a job, or Clark Kent slowly starts becoming Superman, the show has got more and more ridiculous. And all of this ridiculousness culminates in the 2-hour season 10 final ever episode of Smallville, which was the most overblown thing in the history of superhero adaptations. Like, the whole point, all anyone wanted to see, including me, all I wanted to see from Smallville was at the end of like maybe 3 seasons, he put the suit on, goes to Metropolis and start being Superman. Maybe they'd even link it in with the Dean Cain Superman of the early 90s and have a nice bit of continuity. But no, they stretched out and stretched out and stretched out. He waited 10 years for him to put on a cape, and then what does he do? He spends 40 minutes complaining about having to put on the cape. Seriously. Like, there's even a whole scene in the Fortress of Solitude, the big ice palace thing that he has, where he spends 10 minutes just going over the last 10 years. Like, over and over again. Like, I don't need to see my memories in crystals. I remember them. Nothing. There was no point. There was no point to that scene. I don't understand. So he spends 40 minutes trying to put on the suit, and then when he does put on the suit, you don't get to see him. I mean, obviously, I know why you didn't get to see him, because the production people spent thousands of dollars trying to create the big planet in the sky during the episode. There's a whole deal in the episode of there being a massive planet in the sky, but I'm not going to go into that because, like all Smallville plots, since about the 3rd season, it's retarded. It doesn't even make sense. It's not the DC universe. It's not the same. It's not very similar to the rest of Smallville. It's just some gigantically retarded thing. I don't understand. I don't understand why Smallville is so stupid, but it is. So after spending 40 minutes trying to put on the suit, as I've just said, you don't see him. What you do see is a tiny red and blue speck move across the screen at speed while he flies up to rescue the obligatory airplane. I don't know what it is about people directing Superman, whether it's in movies or TV. He always has to rescue an airplane. Is that like the thing that proves he's flying? We have to put him next to the only thing we know that flies. Like we couldn't put him next to like a piece of a falling building chunk, or like a goose in distress. It has to be a plane. In fact, actually, I'm gonna. Next time they do a Superman movie, I want to see him rescue a goose in distress. I like the idea. I like the idea of the goose in distress. So, if anyone's listening who's making the Superman movie, Zack Snyder, if you're listening, put a goose in distress in the Superman movie. That would make more sense to me than constantly rescuing the same crashing airplane. Because you did it twice. You've done it in the end of Smallville. You did it in Superman Returns. I'm pretty sure it's in one of the original three. So I'm bored of seeing it, and I'm really disappointed by Smallville, especially as one, the original premise was really good, and two, there were some moments in season 9 and season 7 that you could say, okay, it looks cheap, but it's kind of cool. But overall, I'm thoroughly disappointed. I mean, a lot of TV shows end badly and completely lose their minds. But Smallville, you are number one, the most disappointing finale of a TV show I've seen in a long time, and I watch a lot of TV. So well done Smallville, for failing. Okay, see you guys, and hopefully I'll be a lot calmer. Bye.